Okay, so this is my webcam post for week 8. For the questions, what does Fitzgerald's writings teach us about modernism, the loss of traditional thoughts and beliefs, and the decay of the white upper class in America in the 1920s? So in the first reading, Winter Dreams, so I guess the loss of traditional thoughts and beliefs would be the fact that Dexter breaks tradition. So instead of choosing to stay there and working for these wealthy people, he up and quits and he makes his own, basically his own decisions. Um, so he does not conform to the upper class, which is an example of breaking tradition. So like I said, he decides his future. He goes off to school, he starts a business, and he basically works himself up into the rich lifestyle, I guess, instead of letting society guide him through. In the story, there's also the theme of loss of faith in the American dream. So Dexter believes that, he'll be happy or he'll be fulfilled once all his dreams come true, once he makes himself what he wants to be. But in the end, he realizes that as he reaches all of his dreams, or as they all come true, he is unhappy with with everything that happens, especially with Judy. He really tries. I mean, he wasn't he didn't have that much money, and he makes himself up to be this rich person, and now he's unhappy. That would be an example of the American dream and how it's no longer, I guess, important, because you think that once you achieve it, you're gonna get, you're gonna be fulfilled. But once you actually get there, it's no different than when, where you were before, I guess. And then in the second reading, about what does Fitzgerald say about decay. The second reading largely has to do with the Great Depression. So Charlie had, he was wealthy, and he had a wild past, and he had all this money, and he and his wife would go out, he and his friends would go out, and they would use up all this money on expensive stuff. They would be living lavishly, I guess. And then once the Great Depression happened, none of that was true anymore. They no longer have money. They lose themselves in this. He now, all he's trying to do is get back his daughter, and I think that that's important because it shows that before he didn't value her or family as much. He valued money, and instead they went out and they partied, and they went out to really expensive hotels, expensive restaurants, expensive clothes. The little girl also mentions the fact that that he doesn't have the money anymore to get her, these things. And before it was all about money, and now they have nothing left. So now they're trying to find themselves back again. I guess that's what he's saying in the story. Yeah, about his wild past. Now he's trying to make amends to move forward with his life. And his friends as well are a reminder of how careless they used to be prior to the Great Depression. So the second story does depict how the white upper class in America is no longer the white upper class in America. I mean, most of them lose everything. They are no longer, wealthy and stuff, and now they're just trying to find themselves.